Nah, I'm not Christian. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Are you religious at all?
A little bit, a little bit.
What religion?
Sort of just uh it's anti-Christ, I suppose.
Oh, like a Satanist.
No, hey, I do believe in the good with the bad. You got to take the good with the bad, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, other than that, me, I spent most of my time in Australia, you know.
Oh yeah. Did you grow up in Australia?
No, I grew up here up until I was 12. Isn't it working?
I can't really get it. Maybe I'm just not supposed to smoke today.
Use that. There you go.
Cheers, boss. So
So yeah, been homeless now for about 8 months. You know?
okay. How'd you get here?
Um, how did I get to Wellington?
No, how did you become
How did I
homeless?
become homeless? I was a carer for a guy over in Lower Hutt.
A carer.
A carer, yeah. He was quite ill, so I'd live with him and I would like look after him. I'd clean his house and cook food and wash dishes, and make sure his clothes are done. You know, it's sort of like a nurse, but it's a carer. They're called.
True. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them.
So, and I did that since I got back from Australia in 2019. I got back
Okay. So what? So just through COVID, pretty much. Yeah.
just before COVID, yeah. And then he got pretty ill. He got quite terminally ill and had to go to hospital and into care and shit. So I lost my place and I lost my job. So it caused me to be homeless.
Was there no other care homes that you could go to,
Um,
or
I'm waiting for the men's shelter here
oh yeah,
to be fixed up because
yeah, I've heard it's not running.
the last earthquake that come through, as you can tell, here is coming all down. They're pulling all this
Is that
down.
why there's construction here?
Yeah, from the earthquakes.
We're in the civic centre, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know because I remember when I was here for the protest, I was standing right over there by that fence.
yeah,
And during the protest, I saw like 4 bodies, not like bodies, but like very clearly injured people getting carried out on stretchers, like mid-protest, and like no one else noticed it. Clearly, some
yeah,
shit had gone on inside the building.
clearly. So yeah,
But yeah. So, do you not have any family in Wellington? Where
all
is your
my
family?
family's in Australia. Like I got no family here whatsoever.
True.
No. But
So why'd you come back?
I got deported.
Oh, for
Yeah.
what?
That's another. I'm 501,
What's
which
that?
is a deportee from a different country because they cancelled my visa on me. So
True.
yeah, and I've been back here for 4.5 years now, nearly 5 years,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah. But I suppose I don't mind. I don't mind not having a place. Like, yeah, everyone likes to have their own place and that, but
Well, where are you staying now?
sort of everywhere.
Do you not have? Do you
I
have a roof that you can
actually
use?
don't have a place.
True.
I'm sort of on the street. I have a tent, but my tent's in Petone.
Oh, true.
That's where I sort of stay. I sleep out there because if sleeping in town, it's a bit rough and stuff, you know, being homeless. So I do it out there. It's a bit more better. Yeah.
True.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
No.
Could be worse. Well, that's a pretty.
It could be, I could be in places where there's no help.
So what help is provided to you here in Wellington?
Well, there's a food bank. There's food banks. There's like soap kitchen. There's drop-in centres.
Okay. So there's places for food, but the shelter's not. Is that the only shelter in Wellington?
The homeless shelter.
Yeah.
That's the only one that. Well, it's not the only one. Like you can go to my MSD and you can go to emergency.
Oh yeah.
But being that there's quite a lot of homeless here in town, it's hard to get emergency.
Why do you think there are so many homeless people?
I honestly, I have no comment to that. Yeah. A lot of the boat, people and that are coming over and they're getting their first home buyers grants and that.
The
You
boat
know,
people?
boat people, quite a lot of boat people.
What are boat people?
Those that come over by boat, like refugees and
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah.
A lot of refugees are getting the first home buyers grants, and so
Filming again, we'll see how it goes.
yeah, you need to play around with it. You know,
Yeah, it's just pretty much.
have you only just got it or something?
I have had it for a while, but I sort of never got around to using it. You know, it's kind of nerve wracking walking up to random people on the street and asking them if they want an interview and stuff. And I don't know.
The more you do it, the easier it'll come. You know, it's like me. The first time I went to go and have a sign on the street, you know, it's the hardest thing is finding a spot and having a seat. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, anyone can sit, but you know, and then it's does anyone have like do they got hold themselves like in high pride, like you know?
Yeah.
So me, I've been doing it for that long now. I got no care factor.
Right. Okay.
No, okay, I don't like being judged by everyone, but hey, you're gonna get that anyways.
What do you think the worst part of being homeless is?
The worst part about being homeless is being judged because not everyone knows the situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people think you're homeless because of drugs, or you're homeless because of violence, or quite a lot of it for me is I got deported out of a country and no one wants to know and they don't want to give me a go.
Yeah.
Like you got deported out, so there's obviously some reason why.
Yeah.
And you know, I haven't had a first chance. So
Yeah.
but
I mean, it must be tough. Like, have you been? Yeah, I don't even know how you would go about getting a job in your position. That's the
well,
issue.
that's the thing. How do you get a job when you got no place for them to get you from?
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
hard if you got no place to live. How
You
you
don't have an
gonna?
address. They can't send you paychecks. You can't get a bank account. There's just.
Yeah, I've got a bank. I've got a bank account, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on the dole. I'm on the benefit.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah.
I am on the benefit, but because I'm homeless, I don't get much. I only get $180
Right. And that's not $180 in what time period?
a week. At
A week.
$180 a week, and that's you can't live on $180 a week.
No, absolutely.
Not when you smoke cigarettes, do drugs, have to eat.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
food's so expensive in
the price
Wellington
of
alone.
price of food is fucking
Like,
shocking.
insane. For a country that really should have everything it needs to be self-sufficient.
We do.
I know.
We actually do have everything, mate.
Because you know,
Mate, there's food that's going into the bins here.
it's
You know?
nuts. It's nuts. Because I mean,
Right.
like obviously coming from England, it's a big country, but it's not as agriculture as it used to be, and so much of our food is imported because we just don't produce it in the country anymore. But here they can, and here they do.
Ever since fucking England, you know, the war made England broke. Broke. The war made England broke.
You reckon?
Yep. Because they had to get all the war factories got all the steel and everything from what they had, and now they're trying to they got bills like you know they owe debts to other countries like
True.
New Zealand owes debts to America, China, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking China, they might as well own the world.
We've got a lot of influence, that's for sure.
They do.
Yeah.
So does North Korea. North Korea has a lot of influence as well.
Do you reckon? I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not so sure.
Quite a lot of the electrics and stuff is coming out of North Korea and China. You know what I mean? Quite a lot of it.
I'd say predominantly China. Right? I think North Korea it's more powerful in a geopolitical way where it has
Nuclear.
Yeah, it
Go
has the
nuclear.
power to sort of.
But they're only just right there from us.
Yeah, they are quite close.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too worried. I don't think they've actually got nuclear weapons.
They're the only country that said they were not given when they went for the was it the G20 summit, nuclear one last year, the G20 summit in Geneva, I think it was.
Sounds about right.
Korea was the only country that actually said no, we're not giving our arms up.
that checks out.
Yeah, so nuclear or not, like your terrible cigarettes, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
How much did they cost?
$10.
$10.
They're not real cigarettes, mate.
Yeah, no, no.
The best I can give you right now, I'm afraid. I
Nah,
can't afford real cigarettes.
the fact that it's like something, man. Yeah, you know.
So have you been following politics? Have you, obviously being in Wellington, there's a lot of politics here.
I try not to follow the politics, but the way it's been when National got in, it's gone to shit. You know?
Have you noticed a change being in
Of
your
course I have.
position?
Of course I've noticed the change.
What's changed for you?
Everything, the whole housing situation has changed. The benefit situation has changed
I heard
a
about
lot.
that it got a lot smaller.
Like if you can't prove that you're looking for work, they're gonna cut you off your benefit.
Do you think that's what do
A
you think
good
about that?
thing? Yes, it is a good thing. But what if you're mentally unable to work?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I was talking to a guy on the street the other day called Rob, and he's
One eye?
I don't think so.
Do you have like one eye?
I think he had both eyes.
Did he? Because I know a Rob. He's got one eye. I call him Monster.
I didn't know.
So
Monster.
yeah, because he's got the one eye. I call him Monster. Yeah, he's my bro.
Mike Wazowski or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so
but he was talking to me about how the government had deemed him unfit to work because of his mental health issues.
Yep.
But had given him no support on fixing those mental health issues, and they just left him on the street basically with zero option.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, do you feel like a lot of homeless people have mental issues? I feel like that's a bit of a sticker of a question, but
it's a key factor.
Yeah.
Yes. But in saying that, a lot of the ones that say that they're homeless here aren't actually homeless.
What do you mean by that?
They've got places to go to.
Do you reckon? What? How come they sit on the street then?
Because they're stuck in a revolving door.
Explain.
Well, the revolving door just goes around and around and around. So they're stuck of sitting down, getting money, getting their drugs, going to temporary accommodation or going to their mate's place for a couch or something.
Yeah.
Even if they're on their mate's couch, it's still a place to live.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Or even if it's a car, if they're living in a car, they're not homeless. Yeah, okay, they don't have an address, but they've
got somewhere to
They've got
sleep.
cover. They've got cover.
They're not on the street. Yeah.
No,
I get what you mean. What do you think the government can do to help people like you?
Oh, they can do a lot, man.
Or people, just society. What do you think anyone can do? What do you think should be done that hasn't been done already?
That's the thing. A lot of it has already been done, and they're trying to fix it.
Yeah.
But people like me are stuck. We're stuck because we get forgotten about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's the main thing I see is that a lot of homeless people are just straight up ignored on the street. I mean, you were sitting on, what street was that? Manners, yeah. And it's a very busy street. There's tons of people, and people would just walk past and they just sort of don't even look at you. Or they don't even look at the people sitting down.
No, but I must admit, I was lucky enough that someone was able, and they dropped me $20. So, so they helped me with $20. So I do have $20 in my pocket to help me get some dinner and that. So, but yeah, there is some generous ones here. But in saying that, it all depends. Like, I've only been on the street for 9 months, you know.
Yeah.
I know people that have been on the street for 5, 6 years, man, and like they can sit where I was, and you give them half an hour, because they've got 2 dogs.
The dogs are a big one, yeah.
They'll rake it in, bro. They pull it. They'll make $100 to $120 in half an hour.
Really?
Just by sitting there with the dogs.
I find it interesting.
And what gets me, right, is on this guy's, on his fucking sign, right, it's got, I am not homeless, I just have no money for food or power.
Right.
And that's
enough. What did your sign say? I didn't see it.
How are you? Any kindness as I live on the street? Yeah. Well, because I found that if you put that you're homeless or any spare change, that's sort of like you're kind of begging for it. So I don't put anything about any like homeless or any change. I just like, you know, any kindness, because I live on the street.
It's a good message. You know, I understand where you're coming from on that. I find it interesting, sort of seeing what homeless people do on the street to
survive.
Yeah, that. But
to survive, yeah.
But also just to get people's attention. Like the dogs is a big one because it's an interesting psychological trick, because people really care for animals, and it's so interesting, as you said, the difference between how much money they get if they have a dog and if they don't. And it's weird. It's like us as people, we'd be more willing to give money for animals than people.
Yeah. Yeah. But in saying that, you get some that they'll have a cup or something, they'll like have change in it and they'll rattle it. Like, that is annoying when you hear something rattle. That is annoying, bro. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Any change? Jingle, jingle, jingle. I can't ask for I can't actually beg. I'll sit there with I let my son do it. I can't go, have you got any change? You got any change? Fucking annoying, bro.
I can understand that, especially because like the responses you get from people on the street is just like,
I get it a lot. Don't get a job, you bum, you know?
People say that to you on the street?
Oh, yeah, well, yep. Get a job, you bum. Or, have you got your mailbox here? You're here every day, you know? Fucking go get a house. Get a job, you know? Right. How can I get a job if I've got no place to call home?
Yeah.
And it's, whenever someone says that, I'll be like, oh, have a good day. I'll talk to you later, you know? Show them, you give them no like retaliation, because that's all they're looking for. They're just looking for you to retaliate, and you know, so have a nice day. See you later.
Good attitude.
They hate it. They hate it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. One of the things that I see a lot is that people are averse to homeless people just because of the prejudice they hold against them, that they've got drug problems, or they'll have mental health issues, or as you said, they might be violent. Or I see a lot of people who are just scared of them. And whenever I've had a sit down conversation with a person on the street, they've always been very. I mean, obviously they'll have issues, right?
Everyone does, yeah.
Everyone does,
yeah.
But they'll always be quite understanding, quite compassionate people.
Genuine, you know.
I haven't met anyone that I've sat down with and talked to over some food who's been violent to me or disrespectful or anything. Never.
Yeah.
It's just a weird prejudgment, which is mostly based upon, the way that I'd see it, just the way that homeless people act when they're not noticed, when they are ignored by people, and it causes this in a way.
Yeah. But what are you up to? I've got to go to the soup kitchen.
That's all right, bro.
Because that's open at 5. It's going to take me about a little bit of time to walk there.
All good.
Thank you, my brother.
It was lovely talking to you, mate.
I'm Hewitt, actually.
Hewitt?
Yeah.
I'm Sam.
Sam.
Lovely talking to you.
Thank you, eh?